Hello, everybody. It's your girl, Dazzle and I'm back for another tarot reading. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and hit the notification bell so you can be notified of when I upload and when I go live. And if you would like to book a private reading, all you have to do is hit me up in the description box, and everything is right there, okay? So don't be no stranger. I don't bite, and for all intents and purposes, this is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only until modern science can come up with a mathematical equation. So let's get to it. So Pastor Jamal Bryant has decided that he was going to get on his pulpit and drag Mr. Kevin Samuels, okay? So we're going to get into that because I want to know what was the reason behind him doing that, okay? Okay, so mind you, y'all know me. I'm usually shuffling the cards and stuff like that. But what had happened was I was shuffling the cards and somebody kept, remember I keep telling y'all people be minding my business? It's like, why are you minding my business? Why are you looking at my car? You're looking over to see what I'm doing. Don't worry about what I'm doing. Worry about what you're doing. Anyway, mind your business. Anywho, back to the point. Before I even say anything, first of all, I had some chicken from the carry out, and it was so good. Because guess what? If you from DC, then you know about mumbo sauce. You know what I'm saying? The southeast mumbo sauce be hitting. Northeast mumbo sauce is a little darker, but southeast mumbo sauce is a little lighter. I like that, okay? But yeah, it was real good. And I had to take off my work shirt. You know what I'm saying? Because for real, I ain't trying to get no mumbo sauce in my work shirt. Anywho, because I gotta be here for the rest of the day and I don't feel like having that on my shirt. So anywho, so I asked the question, why did he bring Kevin Samuels up in his sermon? So the first thing I got was the King of Pentacles. Okay, he shows up as the King of Pentacles, right? And now the King of Pentacles is the king of the coin. That's Big Daddy coin, okay? So Mr. Pastor Bryant, to be honest with you, if you want to keep it 100 with you, since Kevin Samuels like to talk about high value men, the king of coin, Big Daddy coin, is a high value man. This is a stable man. He has everything together when it comes to stability, security, and wealth. He's made good investments. He's created generational wealth. He holds his family down, things like that. Hold on, y'all. That's my manager. I know she know. She got to know my car. Oh shit. Okay. Okay, so he's the Big Daddy coin, okay? That's the person holding the coin, alright? So, if it's a high value man that Kevin Samuels is talking about, he's definitely a high value man. Alright, so this is him. And he gives good advice, too, when it comes to stability, security, and wealth. And when I mean by stability, security, and wealth, that means like a stable foundation, stable family. You know what I'm saying? You know, understanding self. Things like that, the material, the world, you know what I'm saying, the earthly matters. He can give you advice for that, okay? Then you have the King of Swords in the reverse. So the King of Wands, these are two very different people. The King of Swords in the reverse is very different from the King of Pentacles upright. So these are two different men. Now the King of Swords in the reverse talks about a man that's most likely, it really is a man who is controlling, who can be a liar, who could be manipulative, who can talk down to you, who can gaslight you. I mean, but he's controlling. And also, to keep it 100 with you, he might even be a guy who can be prejudiced, has some type of colorist issues, has some types of hang up when it comes to people in general, some type of prejudice, okay? So this high value man decided to talk about this low vibrational man, this controlling man. And mind you, the King of Swords, if you want to know about a woman and you get the King of Swords in reverse, he's absolutely controlling that woman. Okay? So he wants women to know about this kind of man. Okay? And not only that, I'm gonna tell you with this Four of Cups, this is being over it, right? The Four of Cups talking about being over it, like whatever, like I'm bored, whatever the case may be. So I feel like he needed something to talk about, and I think it just came to his lap because he was probably looking at all the other talking points that he was going to talk about in the church, and he was like, you know what, this fell in my lap. Let me talk about this. Let me tell you about this type of man, okay? And what to do and what not to do. And the fact that he's not high value. You're the high value one, right? And, people will listen to him because he's somebody with status. He has, what is it called? He's a pillar of the community and stuff like that. That's what he's supposed to be, right? As a pastor. So people are going to listen to him and actually listen to his counsel, okay? The Four of Wands comes up in the reverse. The Four of Wands in the reverse, it talks about cracks in the foundation of a home, right? But it's still not a bad card because sometimes with the Four of Wands, because it's about building and stuff, but you got to figure out what you're building on. Are you building on something solid or something superficial, like quicksand, whatever? What are you building your creativity, enterprise, relationships, and actions on? Is it something that you can bank on? Is it something stable? Is it something about stability, security, and wealth? And basically, it's not a bad thing, but it's supposed to help you relook at things, right? So I kind of feel like what he was doing on stage, because I didn't even see the sermon, what he was doing on stage is trying to help people understand what they put their value in, or like whatever, like you want to build on your life, or like creativity, enterprise, relationships, and actions. But what is it coming from? Is it coming from F shit? I mean, BS. Is it? But it's coming. So he's trying to get you to acknowledge, like, what to invest in, what to build on, right? And knowing who you are within house, within self, right? So pretty much that's the overall thing of it, right? Then you have the whole thing with expansion with him, with the Three of Wands. This talks about expansion, a new opportunity, a new creative venture coming in, things like that. So really, it was to connect with those who listen to Kevin Samuel. It's to draw them into the church as well, draw them into the home, right? So you can listen to him too. So really, it is about that as well, right? So the whole time it's to enlighten these females, to help these females, because obviously they were getting bad advice from this King of Swords in the reverse. So that's what that was. Also, with the Moon card in the reverse, it talks about things, people not being able to lie to you anymore, things being clear. That's the obstacle though. People are waking up. Now here's the down part about both for him, Mr. Pastor Bryant and and Mr. Samuels over there. The obstacle is revealed. All the deceptions are revealed. You can't lie to nobody no more. Okay? So it's like when it comes to this internet thing, I'm pretty sure it taught a lot of women a real lesson about listening to people on the internet. Okay? Because you don't want to absorb that. Okay? Certain people. So it's revealed who these people are. Okay? That's on the internet. Okay? So that's why people have like a second, take a second look at these people, right? But the whole thing was the King of Wands. The King of Wands is the epitome of a go-getter. They're all about actions. They know what they want. You know what I'm saying? And it's upright. I think, but the whole time when you look at the King of Wands wants to be seen in a certain way. Okay? They want to be seen as a certain way. I already told you that he is pretty much that high value man Kevin Samuels be talking about. He is. But he also wants to be seen in a certain way. He wants the ladies to come to him and be like, tell me how you feel. What's on your mind, boo? What's going on? He wants to be seen as the one with the golden armor. So in a way, I kind of feel like it's kind of like, look at me too, but it's nothing bad in a nutshell, but it is a sense of I'm better than this type of man. Okay? So it is a sense of pride there, or a little bit of ego there, whatever. I'm better than this type of man. I would never tell you no flunked out stuff like that Kevin Samuels used to tell you. I would never say this, that, and the third. I would never try to control you. Okay? I want you to be the best you, but you don't have to be controlled to do that. You don't have to be talked down to by someone who has sexual hangups on the low, or whatever the case, or have little things wrong with them on the low. I mean, yeah, who have some type of prejudice against you. I'm not like that. I'm like this. I'm a man. That's not a man. That's what he wanted to tell y'all. That's not a man. And that's not nobody you should be listening to. He's a liar. He's controlling. He's manipulative. He like to gaslight. He like to talk mess to people, talk down to people. He got prejudice against women. All types of things. And he gives you bad advice. And he don't even stand in his stuff. But look at me. I stand in my stuff. You know what I'm saying? And look, and I'm a man of God. You know how I am a high value man. And if you come in this church, if you listen to me, you're gonna restructure your foundation, and that's how you become a high value woman, because you're gonna become a high value woman through Christ. Huh. I got it. Told y'all. But anyway, let me go ahead, y'all. Let me go. But that's why he was saying that. It's really to get people into his church too. And this is the back of this deck, though. I do want to tell y'all it was the Ten of Swords in reverse. That means the damage is done. He already died. That's over. But it's surrounding his death, though, right? But I wish he would have did that while he was alive, though, too. That's another thing. But the damage is done. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. It's the end of an era. Let's look at the silver lining of it all. He might have died, and things won't. For his loved ones, that it will never be the same. But look, we can move on now. Let's move on and let's get back to Christ. Let's move on and let's get back to self. Let's move on to understand you are a divine being. That's what he wants. That's all. That's what it is. But also, I'm a high value man, and I know what I'm talking about. Okay, y'all, I got you. I'm going, y'all. I got to go. I love y'all for real. Peace. I got to go to work. I've been ducking and stuff. Girl, I'm gonna go to work. I'll see y'all later.